Hello everybody, I am Angry Bird back with a new Steel Division League cast today. I know of you out there, I know all of you out there, a lot of you are fans of Solo and Pixy and AmberT. So yeah, we get a game between the two players. On the left hand side in blue today we have Solo and Pixy playing the 2nd Infantry Indian Head, and on the right hand side in red we have AmberT playing the 44th Guard Stroke Ovi. So pretty interesting matchup here. We often hear that the 44th Guards are a good division, but we don't always see that in results. And I think Crippling Depression out there, I think he did some analysis last season of the Steel Division League Season 2, and I have a feeling 44th Guards were one of the worst win rates, but they were picked kind of often. So let's see how AmberT can do today. But first up we have Solo and Pixy on the left. He's playing the 2nd Infantry Indian Head on flatline income. 95 infantry units in total. He's got 16 Shermans. The Rhinos in phase B will come in. They have the higher frontal armor, but 16 isn't a lot of Shermans really. 16 Shermans is not a hell of a lot. He's going to need the Crocodiles in phase C to supplement those Shermans, as well as the M8s and the Ranger T30 HMCs. He's also got the Hellcats in B. Now these are very fast units. Some people like them, some people don't, because they are very lightly armored, so they can go down quite easy. And then the Xylophone in the artillery tab, a pretty famous unit, and the P38s and P47s in the air tab. Let's have a look at AmberT. He is playing the 44th Guard Stroke OV. He's playing them on balanced income, so he has the longer game income advantage. Plenty of snipers in there, 24 cards of snipers. Snipers are very strong as long as you use them correctly. You know, if you get them too close to enemy infantry, they will go down quite easily, but if you use them at the 1,000 meter range where a sniper rifle can engage almost unopposed, they can be fantastic units. 110 units of infantry, 2 cards of C-Phase Guardia and Guardia DP. He has more infantry than the 2nd Indian Head. He is on balanced income, so I guess if it goes in the long game, AmberT could well be in with a shot here with those 2 cards of Guardias. 34 T-34s in total, 6 T-34 76ers. They will be well, actually they'll trade off well against the M4A1s. They won't do well against the Rhinos, but the T-34-85 should really counter these Shermans quite effectively. We'll have to see how that goes. And 4 cards of SG-43s, 2 in A, 1 in B and 1 in C, so supplementing those 110 infantry units with a lot. In basically 43 units of ground support, discounting the combat of course, but yeah, the OB25 in there as well. Zis 3 guns, they're the main AT. Again, they'll be decent against Shermans. He's got 2 cards of off-map, so 5 off-map strikes. No, 5 individual off-maps, 3 strikes each. Quick maths. 15 off-map strikes in total, is that correct? I guess we'll have to jump in and find out, won't we? So quick recap. On the left hand side in blue we have Solo and Pixy. He's playing the 2nd Infantry Indian Head on flatline income. Looks like a daring movement, very far up north and very far down south as well. On the right hand side in red we have AmberT. He's playing balanced income. He's playing the 44th Guard Stroke OV, and between these two players it is all to play for. Both players excellent. Solo and Pixy cemented a playoff place in Season 2 of Steel Division League. AmberT was not playing that season, but has been training hard, I would guess, and has been really surprising players this season, really showing some great strength. Down goes the Ranger T30 to start off with, facing off against the Zis 3 gun, and Pixie's push down south did not go effectively. Will that allow a counter push? I think the Ranger T30 will stop that unless the Zis gun comes across, and then it's really AmberT's ground down south to take hold of. It seems like a lot of the action is going to be up north. That's usually the case on this Slutsk map, although interesting little push here from Soloing Pixy, kind of taking them down into the gully, into the little valley area between the hillsides. We look around here, covered by these hills as the infantry move across onto the other side, and it could overwhelm AmberT with the SG-43s and the ZIS-3 here. The truck's going in on a load as well. They've not even unloaded yet. Be interesting whether Soloing Pixy can make some kind of ground from this central play, or whether he's going to get bogged down fighting up north. It looks like AmberT's not even moving anything up north, really. He may well look to capitalise on the south. Brings out a ZIS-3 gun and a T-34. I mean, he knows 2 units, 3 units went down here, look. 1, 2, 3. Can he capitalise? Possibly that's what he's looking to do. He is reinforcing that centre. He's noticed Soloing Pixy pushing forwards here. Will he be able to get in there in time? Will Soloing Pixy overwhelm the SG-43s in here? The ZIS-3 gun goes down. I'm a particular fan of these ZIS-3 guns, or the ZIS-3 gun start. I've noticed in a couple of games that I've cast him, he does start very often with these ZIS-3 guns, and there are his first buys out as well, look. Almost every ZIS-3 gun onto the field that he had available. I guess that's due to the dual purpose of this gun, both AP and HE. And the APCR as well certainly can tackle the Shermans very easily. The AP, yeah, that can do it, but probably not at 2 kilometer range. Probably wants about 1 kilometer to secure the penetration, really. So one of the SG-43s has gone down, but look at this southern side. The Ranger T-30 unit did go down here. Not exactly sure. It's probably this T-34-76 that took a shot way back here on the road. And I think AmberT can really exploit this southern ground unless Soloing Pixy brings in something to fend him off. 1 Sherman coming down south. I don't think that's going to be enough. A 6-pounder up in this area. Sorry, no 6-pounders in this deck. An M1 gun up in the northernish area would do him well. AmberT just reinforcing that centre ground. Soloing Pixy did pick up the flag. He does have the income advantage. Those Tanka Disanikis, yeah, Soloing Pixy's noticed. He's pulling back those early rifle units. And Tanko Disanikis will be master of the forest up until yeah, well, master of the edge of the forest. Yeah, AmberT rightly stops him from going much further than that. If they do go further, they'll just get taken out of range. The 2 T-34s could help out here, but there is an M1 gun, so if those T-34s do go up the hill... Oh, interesting, Soloing Pixy has kind of pushed them back again. Yeah, we'll have to see how that one plays out. M4A1 taking on the ZIS-3 gun in the centre. T-34-85 in here. P-38J aiming for that ZIS gun, but the crew kill is enough. And I don't see Soloing Pixy purchasing any kind of support unit to fix up that M4A1. He's just going to leave it there. He probably doesn't have one in A anyway. Let's just take a quick look just to check that. Nope, B-phase support only, but even when it comes to B-phase, it'd be very unusual for him to use a support cart or a support truck to try and fix up that M4A1. The T-34-76 does come up the hill, looking to take out the HMB, but it is being fired upon by the M1 gun across the field. Oh, and overlapping fields of fire here. The M1 gun down south takes that T-34 out quite easily. AmberT not going to push these Tanko Disaniki forward. Doesn't want to expose them to the early rifles out of range. And that's going to be fine for him to leave it there. If Soloing Pixy pushes forwards, the Tanko Disanikis will pick up the kill. AmberT doesn't need to micro that. Down goes one of the M1 guns in the centre. Another ZIS-3 has been spotted. P-38J taking it down, and they are doing a mighty fine job, those P-38s. 1 bombing run each to take down one of those ZIS-3 guns. Apologies for that, guys. So back to the action. Up in the north, looks like Pixy is advancing with those early rifles and engineer leader in there. There is a Ranger Marauder, but he's up against Tanko Disaniki again, and AmberT just perfect placement. Perhaps this one's slightly off. You know, these two back here do allow engagements from the side, but this one in here, you know, it's just ensuring that the only way they're going to engage is if they're pushed on through the forest at the 100 meter range in those heavy forests. And pretty deadly engagement range for the anything coming up against the Molotov cocktail throwing unit, unless they actually run out of the Molotovs, which is what happened in that case. Allowed the engineer leader to push forward, engage with the HE shells. Pixy is now pulling them back, so very good micro. He's pushing forward with the Ranger Marauders. Ranger Marauders do have the Willy Pete, but they go down immediately. He is making some progress, not too much progress. OB25 coming up to cover off where that Zis 3 gun originally was. So most of the action is happening in the center and the northern areas. Although Solo and Pixy has snuck a flag here. There was a Zis 3 gun in here, and it looks like it's gone down to a P38J bombing strike. And courtesy of the fact there's no infantry units in here, Solo and Pixy has picked up the flag, gets himself that 1311, that one flag tick. 31 minutes it's going to take him, but he is up against balanced income, so that C phase could be particularly harsh for Solo and Pixy. Finally we get the engagement between the Tanko Disanikis and the rifles, and it played out exactly as we expected, really. As long as that engagement happened in that heavy forest, then AmberT was always going to win that. A big force here in the centre as well, looking to push out Solo and Pixy from the cover of these two forests. But it does look like Solo and Pixy has gained the upper hand up north. Two of the Tanko Disaniki units have gone down. One reinforcing Gvardia DP has come in, yet to be unloaded and given orders. But Solo and Pixy has been making some progress. Will he be able to push forward from that position? I think he needs some kind of armoured unit. Yeah, here it comes, M4A1. I was going to say he needs some kind of armoured unit up here, and obviously it's going to be the Sherman. M8 does come in as well, though. May be able to hit anything from this, the edge of this little row of houses. Nope, reordered around. May come into, oh, second P38J attack coming in, but just misses that OB25. Those P38Js, dastardly planes. First off map onto the field, coming in from Solo and Pixy up to the northern side, and that might actually allow him to break through on that northern plateau. A few T-34-85s are now onto the field, and the T-34-85s should stand up well to the Shermans. I mean, the only thing that they've really got to worry about is the M1 guns and the M5 guns and any close range Marauders as well, but yeah, they should stand up fairly well here, which is why I feel like AmberT, I think personally AmberT, looking at the two decks, excuse me, looking at the two decks, I apologise, he probably had what I would have called the better deck, but Sherman's fantastic units, definitely close range against infantry. I think Solo and Pixy's got to play this very carefully. Does now make an advance down on foot into the south with those rifles, but yeah, look at this long range engagement between the T-34-85 and the M4A1. Two T-34-85s, that M4A1 sorry, has absolutely no chance at this kind of range. P38J does switch targets, try and help out that M4, and ooh, does get the kill there, but the M4 does go down to the other T-34-85. Wow, that P38 getting the kill onto the T-3485. I am impressed by those P-38s so far in this game. Off map, coming up onto the northern plateau. Does take down one of the leaders, but AmberT does have another Guardia Conrotti in there. Very lucky though not to lose both leaders in the first volley of those artillery strikes, and immediately followed up from Solo Wing Pixie's rifles, I think too soon, because they've now been pinned down by their own artillery strikes. The ones further up north are doing a much better job of coping. The M4A1 fast moving as close as it can to these infantry units, actually with a follow order onto one of the rifles, and that will do some deadly damage at close range. Artillery commander is coming in here to ensure some veterancy, prevent any surrenders, but AmberT looking in trouble up on that northern side. 2 T-34-76s coming in, should face off well 2 against 1 against that M4A1. The M8 did go down, but there was a unit of Aftermachiki in here that also went down. So I think Solo Wing Pixie will take that 1-for-1 trade. Another unit of Ranger Marauders comes in for that close range bazooka play against these T-34-76s. But Solo Wing Pixie making a decisive breakthrough up in the northern side. It's all thanks to the M3 OP. 203mm off map, and it's so important, but I just missed that. The M4 Sherman immediately went down to the 2 T-34-76s, and AmberT should re-establish control. Solo Wing Pixie needs some more infantry coming up there. He is bringing in engineers. They need to get in sharpish before these T-34-76s run rampant over the remaining infantry. But I think AmberT may have held it off here with that instant shot or instant kill onto the M4A1. T-34 is going up the northern side here. Very interesting fast move order given. Yeah, very interesting. Not exactly sure why that was given. Jeep coming down for AmberT, being taken off the road to ensure the M1 gun here doesn't actually take it out. Lovely positioning down that reinforcement road. Oh, but it does go down there, I think, to the Guardia DP. Or both. No, this Guardia DP down here. And the engineers are being reordered into position, but AmberT dropping an off map totally on top of them. Solo Wing Pixie another off map up on the northern side. Let's just check back down to the south while this is happening. Rifles do make it down. There was a unit of PTRS that did go down here. Would have been a very easy kill from Solo Wing Pixie's rifles on the southern side. T-34-85 does cover off against the other rifles. The Sherman did go down earlier. No other reinforcements for Solo Wing Pixie coming in here, and I don't think AmberT will have any problem holding on to this southern side, and could make a counter push here. Would make a lot of ground if he did that. So far the concentration though up north for both players, and I think that's allowing Solo Wing Pixie to stay in control of the south, because AmberT's time, efforts, they're all going into the north right now to hold off AmberT's push. The off map coming down as more reinforcing engineers push through. Their M3 half tracks will provide some cover against the artillery, but a direct strike does not occur, and most of them actually do get through here. But AmberT another off map coming down, this time onto the northern side of these towns split by the river in Slutsk. The engineers bowling straight up to the Guardia units, unloading, and should allow them to use their satchel chargers and get the kills here. Pixie looks to have making quite a big breakthrough. There is a Zenart 37mm here. Might just slow things down. Oh, no, the unit goes down. I'm kind of surprised Solo Wing Pixie didn't unload those. Maybe he didn't quite see what was happening, but yeah, that Zenart 37 saved the day for AmberT up on that northern side. Another P-38J strike coming in, trying to hit that T-34. Doesn't get the kill this time, but does kill the leader right behind it. So important to take away any veterancy. Solo Wing Pixie trying to push for this flag down south. Does get it, but just 5 units. Not enough to hold off any kind of push from AmberT if he puts any kind of effort in down on the southern side. So Pixy does have the 13-11 though, courtesy of that flag on the southern side. 28 minutes left in this game. M3 half track pushing forwards, but it is up against a T3485 and immediately goes down. Not surprised one bit. So Pixy drops an off map on that Xenon 37mm. Oh, actually, might catch these Guardias. I was about to say it wasn't fantastically placed, just one unit in the line of fire. Oh, might nearly get the other off map as well, but I have a feeling that she used all 3 charges. May have used only 2. The Xenon 37mm does go down. I am not sure whether that's 2 or 3 off map barrages used by AmberT up to this point. I have a feeling it's 3. I have a feeling it's 3, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So, a bloodbath on the northern side. A hell of a lot of artillery strikes have come down in here, and it's kind of stalemated both sides' push, or certainly soloing Pixie's push, but it's also stalemated AmberT's attempts to reinforce as well. Looks like the southern side is coming under a hell of a lot of pressure now for Solo and Pixie. P38J comes in to target the T3485. I mean, if it can take it out, the pressure's off. Important engagement here. The Xenarc gun goes down as well to the rifles. And is he going to try and push up for a surrender here? He is reinforcing with engineers. Marauders pushing forwards. Possibly. For now, the pressure may be off. Let's check back up north. AmberT's moving that KAO off map forwards. I think there's a remaining strike in there, and I have a feeling, yep, there it is, it's dropped. Maybe would have been better a little bit further north, but obviously he doesn't know exactly what's here. That Jeep is fully used now. I'm certain that's all 3 strikes. Engineers coming in. Can they take out this T-34 somehow? Very surprised if they do. Very surprised if they do. The T-34-76 is coming down as well to support. Good move from AmberT. Bringing in that extra tank to support. And he's got more on the way as well, of course. P-47D coming in this time. The AA gun has gone down. Will it take it out? Yes, it does. P-38 following up. Will it take out the other one? Yes, it does. 1-2 strike. P-38 micros to engage the Yak-3 oil leak. But this is going to be interesting. Can Solo and Pixie get away? P-38J is going to come in. Fighter variant this time. Yak-3 chasing that other P-38. Who's going to get the kill? Who's going to get the kill? Oh, we missed the engagement. Let's check back. Oh, it's still going on. It's still going on. Bad camera work there. Bad camera work. So the Yak-3 is chasing. I think he's going to get the kill. I think he's going to get the kill. No, could not get on the back. Will this P-38J fighter do the same job? Terrible camera work. I'm trying to catch it up close. He's chasing. He is chasing. AmberT's going to run out of room eventually. There's the kill. But, AmberT tried to get Solo and Pixie to follow him over that Xenon 37mm in the center ground here, but it did not do enough damage to that P-38J before it shot down the Yak-3. Solo and Pixie picks off that Yak-3 in the skies, and I think that's first blood in the fighter stakes. AmberT will be disappointed with his control of the skies so far, and I think actually those P-38Js for Solo and Pixie have been doing a stellar job. If it wasn't for those P-38Js, AmberT would be in a much better position than he is right now, and Solo and Pixie probably would be much worse off than he is right now. $13-11. 26 minutes left on the clock. We are 20 minutes into this game. We have entered C phase. AmberT has that big income advantage now. 40 points a minute extra, 400 points over 10 minutes. And I think it's around about 25-26 minutes when the actual equalization of the income occurs. And then from that point onwards, minute by minute, AmberT gets more and more and more advantage over Solo and Pixy until the decks run dry for both players. P47 D strike coming down. Apologies guys, that's a second interruption I've had. Just cannot catch a break today. So down on the south there is an M4A1 Rhino in here now. That will stand off much better against these T3485s, but at long range it should be able to survive. Well, no, actually looking at it, it is not quite as bad off, not quite as bad as the M4A1 standard variant, but the Rhino, yeah, doesn't really stack up against the T3485s. These T3485s definitely outclass Solo and Pixy's vehicles, so at the moment it's just the Air Force that is really taking its toll on AmberT. And Solo and Pixy chasing that TU-2S bomber with his P38J. Don't think he is going to get that kill because there is a Zenart 37mm gun here, but he's chasing with both. No, he's called it off. He has called it off. I didn't actually see the outcome of the strike there. Certainly something went down. Probably an infantry unit in there. Didn't quite catch. The M4A1 is standing up to the long-range 2-kilometer engagement against the T3485, but the 85 still has the advantage. You know, it has 25 points of penetration over the M4A1, whereas the M4 doesn't have any advantage. So yeah, the T3485 definitely has it, and I imagine this is why AmberT picked this division. Ooh, second off-map vehicle coming up to the northern side. So Pixy really wants to make gains up here in the north, and he is so close. He is so close to breaking through, but AmberT is just managing to reinforce time after time. And actually in this central town, AmberT does have the advantage here. It's just going to be difficult for him to push through. I feel, while he doesn't control this northern side, Solo and Pixy should be able to stop any kind of breakthrough here in this position. But Solo and Pixy has lost this central flag now. The Guardia DP have taken it. The unit that was here has gone down. There is a Hellcat on the way. Marauders slowly trying to edge forwards, but I don't think they're really going to do any major damage. Solo and Pixy's recovered the south as well. We're back to a 12-12. There is a Hellcat in here firing off against the 85. The Hellcats do have the penetration available, but you know, that armor level is minimal. So yeah, it does get the kill onto the T-3485. These Hellcats are going to be incredibly vital against these T-3485s at the moment, but Solo and Pixy just does not have enough of them. They are going to get taken down very easily, time and time again. Yep. Oh, double kill! Double kill! Very nice, very nice. So the Sherman actually could push forwards here, but I just expect another T-3485 barreling down the road to replace the one lost. And AmberT has the numbers game. He has more T-34s than Solo and Pixy has Shermans, has Hellcats. So yeah, I just see from this point onwards the advantage is turning towards AmberT. Solo and Pixy needs to make some kind of breakthrough, but I feel like the time has gone for a 15-9 breakthrough. He's going to have to get a 13-11 and turtle his way to victory. That's what it feels like to me right now. Looks like another off-map coming down into the south. Must be from the M3 OP. Must be one of, yeah, based on the position, definitely one of Solo and Pixy's. And I was actually saying a moment ago that AmberT had a lot more units in here, but they have gone down. So maybe Solo and Pixy can push through this centre town. He does need to take out that T-34-85 though. Every single time he's got close to pushing forwards, there are just T-34s in his path that he can't seem to get rid of. In comes the Tu-2S, going to try and take out that M1 gun. We do see a crocodile onto the field, and that will stand up to T-34-85 shots all day long. That will stand up to it with that thick frontal armor. But he's only got a 90mm penetrating gun on the front of it. Yak 3 trying to engage and take down that P-47D. Oh, didn't manage to get the snapshot, but the Xenon 37s combined to take down that P-47. We do see a xylophone on the field in the south as well. I think Solo and Pixie's going to try and take back this flag down here. Second off map coming in for AmberT. He has another 3 of those, as well as the 3 strikes on that off map. So yeah, I was literally about to say I expect one coming in here, and then there'll be another one, and then another one. I mean, oh, look at that. Look at that. It's almost like he knew. It's almost like, oh, he needs to move them. Oh my, Solo Pixie needs to move those engineers. They might survive this off map. Not out in time. It went down. Oh, unbelievable. He does manage to keep one of them alive, one of those squads alive, but the other one went down in that M3 half track. I think he was a bit decisive about where to move that unit. He wouldn't have known there was an off map scheduled to come down on the area though, so he didn't realise he was time pressured in making those decisions. But yeah, really unfortunate to lose those engineers. Marauders have got through onto the back line, but I don't think, I mean, they're going to shut down this road, but don't really feel like they're actually going to do too much in that position. But they can't really get anywhere else because they're going to get seen as soon as they move out. Hellcat engaging the T-34-85 in the centre. Loader kill on the T-34-85. The Hellcat will fire much faster. Turret stuck. Big hit. And the Hellcat should get the kill. Oh, look at this xylophone shot onto the Xenon 37mm. Wow! Down in 3 rockets, and the T-34-85 double whammy from Solo and Pixie onto AmberT. Well, it looks like that Hellcat is going to face off against the other T-34. Ammo explosion! Oh, but it loses. It loses the engagement as well. Those Hellcats, they do score the kills, but they are easily taken out as well. So the Crocodile tanking hits. And look at the infantry brought in here. Solo and Pixie did make a successful push on the southern side. Don't think he needed the xylophone, because I don't think that thing's fired more than once. And oh, Marauders get a kill. Marauders be marauding and do get the kill. I think that was AmberT's fault more than Solo and Pixie's positioning. I'm kind of surprised why he did that. I think he was going for a flank onto this crocodile. Oh, big furball in the south. P-38J looks to get back on that Yak 3. Does get the kill here. Solo and Pixie's really cleaning up in the fighter stakes. P-38J circle just in case any further fighters come in, but big strikes down on the southern side. More Ranger Marauders enter the field. And Solo and Pixie does make a pretty decent capture of the flags down here. 1410, he's also captured this centre flag. AmberT does drop an off map. Pretty nicely placed here. But 1410 to Solo and Pixie, the most decisive advantage either player has had so far in this game. 31 minutes in, 1410, Solo and Pixie, 19 minutes, 55 seconds left on the clock for Solo and Pixie to pick up the victory. we do see these SG-43s dotted around from AmberT. Certainly took a lot of these cards in his deck, and he's utilising them as well. M4A1 Rhino slowly pushing off the edge of the hill, and one of the OB25s has gone down, the other one looks to go down as well. Kind of surprised this T-3485 hasn't pushed further forwards. Look at the air. The air? Look at the anti-air. That's more like it. Oh, the M4 did go down. What did that go down to? What did that go down to? I must have missed that. Was it a... I have no idea. Someone may have seen that because we were in the area. Please drop that down in the comments. What did that M4 Rhino... Oh, was it a shot from the OB25? It must have been a really slow shot from the OB25 and they killed each other off there. Wow. Missed that entirely. Terrible commentating. Look at the two off maps here from AmberT. Third off map vehicle onto the map right now. He's still got two more. He still has two more in his deck. Pure meta with these off map strikes. Okay, let's focus on these off maps coming in now. The reinforcing infantry immediately pinned down. AmberT has pushed up on this northern side and picked up the flag. He's equaled the 12-12 once again, but he has a very loose hold over this central city. If his Aftermachikis survive, possibly we could see a kill here. The M3 half-track pushes forwards, immediately taken out by the double Aftermachiki AT grenades. Engineers will be able to fire at range, but AmberT will be able to micro his Aftermachiki back, get them out of line of sight, and then I'm sure he'll be able to take up the building again. Actually, the SG-43 as well. I believe that's engaging at that distance. This one's fairly tight now, 12-12. So Pixy has this position in the south. AmberT has this position in the north. Pixy has a fair amount down here, so it looks like he can pull off a decent number of defensives. Yeah, Pixy definitely has a decent defensive force down here. Yeah, but AmberT has a decent force up here as well. I think Pixy could take back this flag here and push through, especially with the crocodile and the rhino coming up for sure. Yeah, Pixy can definitely take back this flag. This area here with the full Guardian units, I think AmberT does have that covered off quite well. It'd be interesting to see him push through here, but he won't know there's just one engineer and one engineer leader holding that central town. P47D coming in looking for the kill onto the T-3485. Off map dropped by AmberT. I think that's the fourth off map G-pin, and I think that's oh, actually I think this one's moved south, so I think that is the fourth one up there into the field. And look at this M8 down here in the very south scouting forwards. P38J as well providing overwatch. Pixy has marked AmberT's AA, and I have been so surprised by the effectiveness of these P38s. They have really kept soloing Pixy in this game, so his attention to taking out AmberT's anti-air units has really paid off, and also is vital. So AmberT does drop that off map down south. I don't know whether that's the last one, but the Jeep needs to get out of the way if it isn't. I think a lot of these units on the edge of the off map range. Half track goes down to the T-3485. The crocodile sneaking forwards. Looks like the rifles will go down. P38J up on the northern side. Oof. Big strikes. I have to look at the payload. I keep missing the payload. Yak 3 comes into chase. No AA from soloing Pixy. So these P-38Js have been vital for him controlling the skies. Wow. The lack of AA as well has actually enabled him to invest in other forces. Oh, we do see some AA down here, the Bofors down here on the south. So yeah, just one Bofors gun. Oh, which is about to be off-mapped. Both players deciding to off-map each other's AA. Down goes the SG. Solo and Pixy. Ooh, there's an off-map coming down, but it's going to take too long. I think Solo and Pixie's going to move out of the area. Possibly. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But that's all five off-map Jeeps onto the battleground. 2 down here in the south, and we see 3 up north as well. In comes the xylophone tack onto the Zenart 37mm. Doesn't pick up the kill that time. Oh, and the P-38J doesn't look like it's going to have a good engagement. Yep, Solo and Pixie calls that one back. I don't think the Yak-3 is going to be able to chase that one down. It'd be very... Yeah, AmberT calling it away, because if he did chase that down, leaves him over the spawn, Solo and Pixie brings in a P-38 right behind it, loses that Yak-3. Down goes the Bofors in the south, the M5 gun there as well, one of Solo and Pixie's biggest AT guns, or his actual biggest AT gun. Is pinned down, but Solo and Pixie has a massive hold of this southern area. How is AmberT going to get back into that position? It's 13-11. The M8 pushes around the south, does take down the AA gun, and I think Solo and Pixie is sensing victory down here in the southern side of this Slutsk battleground. M8 pushing forwards again. Will be able to take out the other Zenart 37mm gun for sure. Yeah, this close range with the 50 cal, the 30 cal, and the 37mm cannon should be able to take out. Oh, it is coming under a lot of fire though. This is an interesting battle. That M8 could go down. No, it does survive. It does just survive. It does just survive. AmberT now using the T-34-85 to engage. But he's lost 2 AA units down here, and they are, you know, decently costly. 80 points apiece. That's 160 points of units. He lost 1 here to an infantry attack earlier on, probably like 15 minutes ago. That's another 80 points, you know, 240 points of income in lost AA. Just on that southern side. Oh, look at these 3 snipers bunched up. And another xylophone attack onto a Zenart. Another one goes down. Solo Wing Pixie is picking apart AmberT Zenart 37mm by Zenart 37mm. Oh, TU attack on the north. Doesn't manage to get any kind of kill. I think there's an off-map Yap coming down here in the centre as well. Another pair of T-34-85s. I have a feeling AmberT might be running out of T-34s. I mean, he's brought in a lot. There's no way I've been able to keep count, but he's brought in a lot. And I have a feeling that Solo and Pixie's ran out of everything bar his crocodiles. He had 6 crocodiles, I see. 1, 2, 3 on the board, another one coming in. And he's probably got 2 more in reserve. I think AmberT is starting to run out of units, which is surprising because he had the deeper deck. Solo and Pixie 13-11. He hasn't lost a tick throughout this game. 40 minutes. He's got 10 minutes left to secure victory. I think this is going to go down to either Solo and Pixie stays in this position or he runs out of units. I think right now Solo and Pixie has the advantage, especially if he takes his flag down in the south. Then he has a oh, down goes the T-34 down on that southern side. After Machiki's been advanced on by the demolition group. Let's take a look at their loadout. It's a really cool loadout. M2 flamethrower, M1 bazooka, M1 Garands and M2 combines. M1s and M2s. The Americans love those M1s and M2s. Those M designations. Yep, Solo and Pixy does pick up the flag down south. I cannot see how AmberT is able to mount a pushback here. I feel the only way is over time if he just manages to pick off unit after unit and Solo and Pixy runs out. But I feel like Solo and Pixie's got himself a very good defensible line down here. There is an M30, which should come in with some decent kind of HE power. But yeah, some SGs as well coming in. This is really interesting how AmberT is going to try and push back here. I mean, he can retake this southern flag if he gets rid of those demolition groups, but they will be hard to dislodge from those houses. But he can take back that flag. I think this one here, I think he's really going to struggle to take that flag back. But he will need to equal it up somehow. And my feeling is that Solo and Pixie has to run out of units for AmberT to be able to decisively push back and win this game. He's got 9 minutes. He's got 9 minutes to do it. This central town, I think, is a possible good chance as well. Another P38J comes in. 2 450 kilogram bombs. So yeah, almost 1,000 kilograms of bombs on those P38s. They are kind of expensive. Oh, double Yak 3 this time. Finally, AmberT picks up some P38 kills with those double Yak 3s. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's what he needs to do from now on. He needs to pair up his Yak 3s 2 against 1. He has finally dispatched a number of P38s. Maybe this is the turning point. Maybe this is the turning point. But he's got 8 minutes to do it. And he has to do it. He has to do it. TU2S coming in here. Oh, there is an M4A1 Rhino now into that central area. Oh, it does go down though to the M30 up on the hill. TU2S coming in, and this could spell disaster for Solo and Pixie. P38J chasing. Double Yak 3 coming in now. AmberT has had it. He has had it. Double Yak 3s all the way. Pixie trying to bring him over. The Bofors in the centre. I think that's a recent addition. Does hit one of the Yak 3s, and AmberT's going to call it off. Oh, will he do it in time? The other one isn't called back. Oh, big engagement between these two. Knife fight in midair. No, both players decide to call back their relative air forces. AmberT could make massive ground in this centre area. Well, when I say massive ground, he can certainly take the flag, for sure, for sure. Oh, this is tight. 7 minutes left on the clock. Can AmberT do it? He is advancing on the demolition groups once again. Depends what this Churchill does. Yeah, it's pushing forwards. I think if this Churchill does sit itself in this area. Oh, there is an M30 here though. That can take down the crocodile. The crocodile. So AmberT does make a breakthrough in the centre. Picks up a flag. 13-11 to Solo and Pixie. Finally, we see a mortar on the field. Does something that the two ID are probably most known for. We finally see them on the field, the two mortars with those radios. Another off map down onto this central spot. I think he's looking to get rid of the crocodile with it. This is mighty interesting. This could be a close finish. 5 minutes 50 on the clock. Can AmberT get back to a 12-12? And does he have enough units to hold beyond then? Yeah, the crocodile is starting to take its toll on AmberT's attempt to push back in there. More SG-43s on the way for that long range HE fire from those machine guns, but he has to take out that crocodile. If that crocodile stays, doesn't matter how many machine guns you've got. There's a monster in your path. Yeah, we see that long range machine gun fire as the crocodile pushes forwards, spots its prey, and unleashes all fire. TU2S is going to drop. Ooh, drops on the engineers. Is that correct, or is it dropping on the crocodile? Because I'd be surprised if it wasn't aiming for the crocodile. Nope, is the engineers. Does take them down. P38J on the chase. Don't think Pixie's going to pick up that victory. Yak 3's coming in. 2 against 1. Is AmberT going to survive again? Yes, he is. Pixie is continuing to chase the TU2S and will lose that P38J. Yep, down it goes. So AmberT is now taking control of the skies. Oh, he's pushing forwards up north as well with the T-3485s. There is a Marauder in place. There is an M4A1 Rhino. Who's going to get the kill? The Rhino is actually firing on the infantry down the way. T-3485 does now get into position. Will the Ranger Marauders push forward? Rhino takes an early kill. There is one more in here though. Can the Rhino get the second kill onto this T-3485? Kind of surprised the Ranger Marauders haven't pushed forwards. I don't think Solo Wing Pixie has seen this attack coming in. Bofors opening fire on that T-3485, but that Bofors is likely to go down. Crocodiles on the way in here. I keep mistaking that. P-47D is microing away. In fact, called back. TU2S strikes have been coming in. AmberT is starting to push forwards here. 13-11 to Solo Wing Pixie. 3 minutes 40 left on the clock. The other T-3485 did go down. Not exactly sure what took it out there. Can't be certain. Wasn't paying attention at this point. There's an M30 in here as well, firing down onto that crocodile. Can get the kill here. Does have 100. Yep, and does get the kill. Does get the kill. The T-3485s are pushing forwards, trying to get the flag. They do now stop. Nope, reordered forwards once again, and AmberT may well equal the score up here. 13-11 to Solo Wing Pixie. Yep, he's pushing through for a Guardia attack. But he doesn't have a lot in reserve here. If this unit of Guardia goes down, there is not a lot in reserve. This is a big push from AmberT. Yak 3 circling up ahead. He's also going for the centre area. I think he's... Ooh... There is a T-3485 coming into the south as well. The Churchill has gone down. I imagine it was the M30 because I think that's just lost a few men. The SG-43s might be in place here to actually take this. Oh, 12-12. 13-11 to AmberT. He's taken the northern flags. Is this the collapse of Solo Wing Pixie? Have we seen the end? And this is a very weak hold of this northern side though. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5 flags, really weak hold, but Solo Wing Pixie does have a weak hold as well. He's going to lose another. Actually, he may well hold that flag courtesy of the artillery commander. The T-3485s do go down up north, so AmberT is going to lose that territory. Pushes forwards the Guardias. This is a massive engagement. If these Guardias go down, then yep. Ooh, the Ranger Marauders with that Willie Pete do pin down the Guardias. They do surrender. Ooh, big loss for AmberT up on that northern side. Hands the chance back to Solo Wing Pixie to pick up the victory. 13-11 on the flag stakes. P38J following the TU2S forwards. Ooh, wow. Just too fast there. Just too fast. The TU2S is going to escape. Yak 3 coming in to cover off against that P38J. But Solo Wing Pixie decides to micro it himself. He is going to chase that TU2S kill. Down goes the P38. Infantry is now coming in. Is it going to go down in the transports? That is the worry. Oh, only one of the 3 units makes it through. Solo Wing Pixie could push through here. There's a very weak hold. Another pin down Guardia goes down. The last one holding this central town could go down as well. 13-11 to Solo Wing Pixie. 1 minute 45 left on the clock. Can AmberT make it back again? It looks like the SG-43s have pushed forwards. There's a lot of territory being taken by them. Can he do it? Wow, this is a very tight finish. Oh, the final unit of Guardia in here does go down. Hands the 14-10 to Solo Wing Pixie. Now, I think that may spell the end. I don't think AmberT's got enough time left on the clock to hold on. 1 minute 20 seconds. Turret stuck onto the T-34-85 TU-2S, circling up in the north. And surrounded engineers. AmberT has picked up the flag here in the centre. If he can take out those demolition group, he can still equal this up. There is still a chance for him. TU2S going to secure the final kills onto those engineers. Actually going to be overkill. There's only one man remaining. Doesn't call off that TU2S strike. I think that was actually unnecessary. Could have kind of returned them back behind enemy lines for a strike onto these demolition groups. He knows his infantry in here, so I think that was a little bit of a mistake, but we can forgive them. They're much better players than I am, so you know, I'm able to point out mistakes. I'm not playing the game right now. 37 seconds anyway on the clock. Can AmberT do it? If he takes his flag down here, he can equal the 12-12. There's still a chance for him. This is very tight, but up on the northern side, very loose hold. So Pixy could push through if that T-34-85 goes down. It's all about this southern sideline. 20 seconds left on the clock. I don't think AmberT's going to make it. Solo Pixy picks up another flag. For sure it is over. 13 seconds left. Solo Pixy definitely secures this one now. 14-10, 53 minutes. What an amazing finish to this game. A very tight game throughout. Not much of a lead for either player, but Solo Pixy had a consistent 13-11 for a very long time. 53 minutes 6 seconds. Congratulations to Solo Pixy. 6,000 kills to 6,400 kills to 5,900 losses. Commiserations to AmberT. That was, I don't think that showed how tight that game was. Solo Pixy just had like a flag extra for most of that game, and right at the end, AmberT looked like he might just get back into it. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough there, but congratulations to Solo Pixy. He played flatline income for 53 minutes against Balanced, and AmberT looked to have the deeper deck. I really feel like Solo Pixy won it in the skies early, and then just managed to trade very well on the ground to keep him in the game. Let's have a look at the kills for Solo Wing Pixy. P38J here taking down, what, 2 Zis 3 guns, 2 squads of Guardia, sorry, 3 squads of Guardia. I mean, that's definitely paid itself off there. Another P38J taking down the Zis 3 gun, another P38J taking down 1, 2, 3, 4 T34 tanks, and a Zis 3 gun. This guy, Hollingsworth, fantastic job. This was the off map here. That's actually did quite a nice amount of damage. Often you don't see too many kills from the off map, so that thing did actually do very well. Ranger Marauders pick up actually 3 nice kills. 2 T34 kills and a Guardia. I think that was the one right at the very end in that forest up on the northern side. Possibly. P47 takes out 2 T34-85s. Definitely AmberT. He had the ground game. He's not losing T34s to tanks. He's losing them to the airplanes. Another P47 takes out 3 T34s. He just lost his tanks to the Air Force. He could not cope with Solo Wing Pixie's P38 attacks and the P47D rocket strikes. A couple of M18 kills. We did see those Hellcats score a couple of kills, but yeah, I think the planes won it for Solo Wing Pixie. Oh, look at this M8 here. 2 Xenart 37s and the xylophone as well. Oh, this Hellcat did kind of nice as well. 2 T34-85 kills. So yeah, the planes definitely won it for Solo Wing Pixie. Let's just have a quick look at AmberT's kills. Yeah, his T34s were taking out M4s. Shermans. TU2S did pick up a number of kills, but really not quite as effective as those P38Js were. And the off maps, you know, there were a lot of them, but we didn't see too much come from those off maps. The off maps felt very defensive. I think the difference between Soloing Pixy and AmberT there is Soloing Pixy got the first off map in, and it was an offensive off map, and then pretty much from that point onwards, AmberT was constantly kind of trying to defend with his off maps to stop Soloing Pixy pushing forwards. So Soloing Pixie's off map was kind of to gain ground, and AmberT's off maps were to try and help him not lose ground. M30 did score a couple of kills, but yeah, it wasn't until the very end when those yaks came in doubled up that we saw the P38s go down. There were so many Xenon 37 mils that went down in this game for AmberT, and yeah, I think he lost this one in the skies. I think if it hadn't been for that, I think, well, who knows what would have happened, but I think he could have won that if he hadn't have lost so many units to those P38 attacks. That's just my thoughts. You drop your thoughts down below in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed. Also check out the links in my description to Twitch and my Discord channel. Come join in the conversation over on Discord. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I am Angry Birds. I will see you next time.